York to kick off for the Browns.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over first and 10. They're on the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and it's going to go down. Mason Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Rice. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Well, he's going to take a shot right away toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this. And I remember in preseason, you looked at...
They've got his man, complete. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Shuck here on fourth down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cougar 19. Dragon 6, 7 Pirates, Mustang 19.
Sanders. Pass caught by Fannin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin, 27 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the thing.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 83 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Saints 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. They're going to keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Saints 7. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Here's Shuck. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14. First down, New Orleans.
From the gun, Shuck. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a third time here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. Here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
Here's Sanders. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pass knocked away by Alontae Taylor. You look at this Saints defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
2nd and 10.
19 tight. Let's go. Ready?
To throw is Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
65. Come on, come on. Step. Hop, step.
Sanders to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1918. Rig alert, rig alert.
An inside run with Judkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, nice move. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Saints.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on, set! 70, Mustang 19! 18, Pioneer! Ready?
Now Sanders. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
7 Pirates, chop 60, Ready?
Throwing, Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Cade York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Quick throw to Olave. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. And he is caught. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. To throw now, Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A 54-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, trap 60, trap 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here, second and 1.
15-yard line.
Ready? Hey, kick, that's Warrior 70, Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
42. Saints 17. To kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
That's good for a Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Shuck now to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now Shuck. He'll try to do it himself. And this is what here? Incomplete.